Hi, my name is Gerhard Gschwandtner, and welcome to Selling Power TV. Today, we have the great pleasure of meeting with Brian Podolak. He's the CEO of VOCODIA, an amazing AI technology company that you're going to explain to us. What exactly does it do?
Thank you for the introduction. Appreciate it. So we've developed what we call Humanized Conversational AI. And let me be a little more specific, on the phone. So we've all gone through and called a bank and had an IVR or a very robotic presence of trying to check a balance, etc. And that's okay. But doing an outbound sales call has to be more animated. It has to be more humanized for you even to talk to. And that's a technology we've been working on for 3 or 4 years now. Most of this coming from my experience of living in Costa Rica for 17 years and running literally sometimes over 1,000 agents at a time. We had that experience, we had that knowledge base to take all those years of experience of knowing what enterprise clients are expecting, know what a consumer does. And we did not want to go to market until we had technology that made our customer experience better.
So in the beginning, when you started the company, what was the primary usage scenario?
So the funny thing is when we first developed the technology, I told my partner, James Sposato, Jimmy, who's, again, there's no VOCODIA without Jimmy. I said, listen, I have some clients from back in the day from Costa Rica. I reach out to them all the time. There's some call center services I think we can do with this technology. But what happened is when we started doing demos of the technology and having friends of the industry listen to it, they said, hey, can I license that? Hey, can I license that? So we switched gears and became a licensing play, which is what we do now. We now, instead of trying to find clients, we find other BPOs or call centers or even internal processes that need 50, 100, 200 people on the phone and replacing them with the AI and augmenting. So we're using our technology and focused on what I like to call pre-sales processes. You had 1,000 leads come in, we call those leads back, get them on the phone, pre-qualify, understand their needs, and then transfer them to the proper salesperson or salespeople. And the salespeople love it now because all their phone calls are now pre-qualified people wanting to talk. So the AI is very polite, never loses its cool, and it gets to the point, making our customer experience that much better.
What do customers initially say when they come to you? Do they believe you, or do you have to give them the bacteria count of the milk of human kindness?
When they hear about your technology, first thing people want to do is hear a recording of it or see a video of it, etc. And if you jump on YouTube and you search DISA 2.0, D-I-S-A 2.0, you'll see a demo I did, and people go, Brian, it kind of sounds like you're talking to yourself. Well, that was by design because our earlier demos where we had a female voice, in my opinion, one of the best voices that we ever had, people insisted that's not AI, you just have somebody on the other end of the phone. Or you have the exact opposite where I sound the recording and right away, oh, I could tell it's a bot, I could tell it's a bot, I could tell it's a DISA, etc. So what we used to do is 1,000 call challenge. I say, Mr. Customer, I got it. Yeah, you can tell it's a bot, of course. Let's just do a test, we'll build the AI. We'll design it, we'll do a basic test, and we'll make 1,000 phone calls. Let's see if any of your customers can tell it's an AI. And the majority of the time, we won.
So what you're saying is that the advantage of AI in a customer conversation is the capacity to regulate their emotions because it's programmed.
Bingo.
Right?
The AI just is never going to get upset.
Right.
And it can have one of those days where it's being told no 100 times, and it's still, hi, this is Brian, how are you? On every phone call.
Brian, tell us a little bit about the analytics.
There's some of the data that we get is different and actually shocks our clients. Let me give you a great example. One of them is something called, what's the average handling time or the average hold time of a customer? If I'm on the phone, am I talking to them 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and et cetera? We had a client say, Brian, there's something wrong. We said, what is that? They said, well, the data looks right, your contact rate looks good, the transfer rate's close, but the average time the agent's on the phone is just half the time of a human. And there must be a problem. Well, the challenge is, like I would call and say, Mr. Customer, where are you from? Jackson, Wyoming. I use this example all the time, and only because I heard this call, and I go, oh, Jackson, Wyoming, I used to live there. Remember Bob's Ice Cream? And they talk for 5 minutes about an ice cream stop, or that they used to go to. Majority of the time, think about it. When you're calling in, are you calling there to hang out with the AI or hang out with your salesperson, or you want to get to the point? So we are so much more efficient because we are staying on the point, we're sticking on the script, and we're getting customers where they need to do. We believe that creates a better customer experience overall.
Tell me about the cost side.
So our pricing, we wanted to be competitive with the offshore. We wanted customers who are already spending money on hundreds or thousands of agents in the Dominican Republic or India, the Philippines, etc. The advantage of us over those offshore centers is this. A, you train at one time. Anybody who's worked with offshore agents know how hard it is to get 500 agents that speak good English. It's just hard. It's a challenge. We had a customer who had approximately 30 agents on the phone. We ran the AI side by side with those 30 agents. We were able to do the same process with just 9 AI agents compared to almost 30 human agents.
How long does it take to launch a campaign?
Sometimes we could do it in 30 days. Sometimes it may take 3 months. Our key to success is this. We like to tell clients, we are not a spark of the fire, we're the gasoline. In other words, have your sales process set. Make sure you know which questions to ask. Have your data sources working correctly. Give us the scripts and rebuttals that you've used to train your agents. And if you can, give me 500 recordings of them doing that process. If I have that, we can be up and running in under 30 days.
Awesome. How can people learn more, Brian?
VOCODIA.com, of course, or Brian, BRIAN, at VOCODIA.com, and we can answer any questions. We also have a great YouTube channel. Again, if you look for VOCODIA, which is VOCODIA on YouTube, you can actually see the DISA in action, actually hear and see a phone call, a real call happening, which is really, I think, very powerful. To see that transcript and hear it reply as fast as it does.
Awesome.
The fastest system out there.
Thank you, Brian.
Thank you for your time. Appreciate you.